Hello guys, how is it going? Happy to see you tonight. Hello Brady, how are you brother? Thank you for joining us today. Hello Swinek, Bone, Liam, Big Rocky Muscle. Happy to see you today guys. We'll see if we can spawn that second great one tonight, imagine. Just give me a second. Now you should also be able to see me on the vertical stream. But yeah, we managed to spawn our first great one Mule Deer yesterday. So I am hoping we'll manage to spawn the second tonight. That'll be amazing because the grind is going crazy. We managed to get, I think, 5 diamonds yesterday, which is a really high number. Hello Bert, how is it going brother? Thank you for joining us today. Astronomy, thank you for subbing. That helps a lot, brother. Thank you for joining us as well. Hello, Rian. Chilbert, William. Nice to see you guys. What did I miss? Oh, yeah. You really missed a really good stream yesterday, Chilbert. We got our second great one plus a bunch of diamonds. I think we got... I don't remember exactly if it was 4 or 5 diamonds. But we got a really high number of level 5s as well, because we got another 3 trolls. So the grind is actually going crazy. I'm not kidding. Alright, we have a bunch of solos over there. We're gonna use the 300 as always. 2 easy kills. Come on, tell me that was good. It wasn't good. 2 easy kills and I pushed the second shot. That should be good. That one is also gonna die, so 4 more kills in total, perfect. Just grinding jaguars, nice Bert. How many kills in? We should have a couple more solos on that side. Hopefully. Doing a desert bighorn feeder grind, it is surprisingly really fun. That sounds fun. You know, I haven't hunted bighorn on Rancho for like... Yeah, I think I grinded for them briefly. But that was more than a year ago, most likely. Sounds like a fun grind. Been grinding fallow deer all day, but no great one. Almost 12,000 kills. Damn, 12,000 kills without a single great one, Liam. I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible. Bro actually deserves more subs. That means a lot to hear you say that, Big Rocky Muscle. You know, we are growing. Slowly, but we're growing. Our goal is to reach 35,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Before December, hopefully. So we're on our way to get there. Hello, Big Game Backcountry. Welcome to the stream. King KC, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Frostbite. Nice to see you, brother. How are you doing? You can just use feeders in the open spots by the lakes and it works. Yeah, that sounds like a really simple grind. Because the lakes are also fairly open. Very easy to spot a bighorn. That is a huge one. For a moment I thought that was a level 5, but it's a level 4. Gonna fast travel to his tent. Up here. Yeah, Rihanna, I do remember you. You were on yesterday's stream. Maybe 150 already got a great one. And today a super, I think I saw the super bird. It was a Bible, right? Yeah, not sure if it was already added to the super rare channel on my Discord. But if it hasn't been added, I'll add it after the stream, of course. Onki Gonkai, thank you for the gift. Thank you for the chismecito. I love the names of the gifts. But thank you very much for supporting the channel. Also, thank you for the clapping seal. Means a lot, brother. Happy to see you today. LS Gaming, welcome to stream. Appalachian, welcome to stream. Any luck today? We're just getting started, so we really haven't found much. Thank you for the MVP as well, brother. It means a lot. You know, I still don't know of exactly what the gifts consist of, but I know it is a way to support the channel, so I really appreciate it. Bro, what was your first diamond? Mine was a Grey Wolf. My first diamond was a white-tailed jackrabbit. That was literally my first diamond on Lazy Lake. And it was before you could see the fur on the harvest screens, you know? So you could only see the X-ray. But what about you guys? Have you found anything good recently? Any diamonds or great ones? Didn't realize that you spawned your great on Mule Deer. Congratulations. Thank you, Frostbite. Yeah, I spawned it on yesterday's stream. And of course I'm gonna make a video about it very soon. Gonna shoot at level 3. What combo was the first great one? The first great one was a Cobweb Enigma, that is the name of the fur, plus a sack rack. Not a bad combo. Come on, tell me that was a good shot. Was it not? Yeah, I don't think it was, but we hit him 2 times. That's probably gonna kill him. Now we're gonna go to these 2 legs, which are also part of our rotation. They didn't used to be part of our rotation, but I realized that, yeah, hunting those 2 legs as well actually contributes to the spawns being more consistent on the main lake. Because our main lake is this one, on the bottom left corner, but you may remember, our response were being fairly inconsistent during the first streams. And then I started hunting these 2 legs fairly consistently as well. And that is actually really helping the consistency of the response on this lake. So why not add them to the rotation? The response are also very consistent on these 2 legs. They seem to be a completely... Well, they may be part of the same spawn trap, but I think it is another spawn trap that may be just as consistent as the one on the other lake. That is a herd, there's a level 2, unfortunately we spooked them. But there are more on that side. Nice level 2 plus a level 3. Hello Iron Worker, thank you for joining us today, how are you doing? Just watch you do a hunt with Flinner. Oh yeah, he uploaded a video of our last hunt. That was a really nice video. And of course a really nice experience to collab with Flinner. Although the fact he managed to get a diamond wallboard on my map wasn't really funny. You know, that is the last time I will open my map on multiplayer. So we're gonna start by shooting these 2 bugs. That'll do it. 2 more kills. Bro, I made an Egypt map concept. Got some interesting species. That sounds interesting. So what kind of a species would you add to Egypt? Alright, level 3 over there. Should be easy to drop it. Perfect. Another kill. Hello, Build Fish Cash, welcome to the stream. So, I saw 8 moose in real life the other day while hiking and fishing. That's amazing. That must be an incredible experience. You know, I've never seen a moose in real life, but I imagine they are huge. And seeing 8, that's crazy. So what do you think, guys? Do you think we're gonna be able to spawn our second grade on Mule Deer tonight? Because, you know, we've seen spawning a lot of level 5s, And, you know, that could mean something. That could mean there's something even bigger about to spawn, who knows. Come on, let me claim this bug. Bro, as a Canadian who has seen plenty of moose, they are way bigger than cars, even trucks. I can imagine Silver. Yeah, they are a majestic animal, and I cannot imagine how impressive it would be to see one in real life. Especially if it is big. Like a big bull with a huge palmate, that would be crazy. So the Egypt map you were suggesting would include Egyptian goose, mallard, common pochard, gadwall, northern shoveler, Eurasian teal, Egyptian mongoose, and Cape hare. So it will be full of a small game. Sounds interesting because it includes many birds, which is something I love, you know it. You know, I kinda like the idea, not gonna lie. That is the small. Oh, so that was only the small game. Just give me a second. Got within 15 yards of a few moose accidentally. That's crazy. It was sketchy. 15 yards away from a moose. That must be scary. I imagine you were hunting. So yeah, that must be a bit scary, but very exciting. Hello, Ama. Thank you for joining us today. How are you doing? Happy to see you. I would love to hunt ocellated turkeys in Mexico. That sounds like a fun hunt. You know, whenever I do my first hunt in real life, of course I will have to look for options here in Mexico. And yeah, I've heard you can hunt turkeys in some places. You can also hunt bighorn. But turkey sounds fun. There should be a herd on this corner. They aren't here though. What is your dream grade 1 mule deer combo? My dream combo for the mule deer would be the big non-typical rack plus the Milky Way fur type. That would be the one I want the most. Hello Squirrel Outdoors, welcome to the stream. I didn't know you did a face reveal. I used to always watch you and Hell's Hunting and I didn't know that you did that. So yeah, I did my face reveal I think last month. So I only started using my face cam like 3 streams ago. It's still very recent. Hello James, happy to see you, thank you for joining us. Got my first grade 1 pheasant too, nice Ama, congratulations. It is a beautiful sea trine and really my favorite plumage. That is a nice fur type. I don't know if that is the right pronunciation, but I know which plumage that is and it is beautiful. Ocellated turkeys are around the Yucatan. So in Yucatan. Just give me a second. Now we're gonna go to this other lake because it is also part of our rotation. They kinda look like a peacock mixed with a turkey. Yeah, I think I've seen them. I think I've seen pictures. The very yellow one. Yeah, that is the sea trine. It is a beautiful plumage for sure. You know, whenever I grind the pheasant, that would be one of the plumages I would love to get first. Perfect. The other is there. We hit the tree. Are you kidding me? Come on. It was a good hit. That is a lot of species for the Egypt map. Big rocky mussel, Arax, Dorcas gazelle, Nubian ibex. We really need another ibex, that would be cool. Barbary sheep, African wolf, fennec fox, rock pigeon, European turtle dove, Eurasian collared dove, common quail. We need a common quail. Yeah, I really like that lineup. It sounds like there are many new species we can get on Egypt. I mean, of course, you'd be Africa 2.0. So that would be an amazing reserve. A lot of people would love it. Hello, Ongside. How are you doing? Grade 1 dog, imagine. We need a grade 1 dog for sure. I think, James, well, if you already have a grade 1 whitetail, of course I would recommend you to go for wolf. But if you are missing both species, I would go for the whitetail first, in my opinion. Let's go back to our main lake and we're gonna change the time. Meant African wolf, that makes sense. I was like, African wolf? You know, I don't know what that is. I thought it was, I don't, a bird or something. There's a level 3. Perfect hit. Hello, History still thrives. How is it going, brother? Remodel for the Ibex and Iberian Wolf. We really need a remaster, especially for the Iberian Wolf, I would say. They look terrible. Welcome to the stream, Dick. Happy to see you. Grade 1 dogs would be tough. Yeah, that is the thing with the dogs and the geese. If they happen to add a grade 1 for any of those two species, they really need to change the way their respawns work, because as you say, right now you have to kill the entire flock in order for them to respawn, which is very annoying because it isn't easy to kill an entire flock. It's like you can only shoot maybe 4 or 5 at a time, 6 if you are lucky, but most flocks have more than 6 dogs. So you would have to wait for that same flock to come in again. So then you have a chance to shoot the remaining dogs, and that is a pain. That is 2 more kills. We're gonna get that one as well as soon as he starts throwing. He doesn't want to stop running, bro. Damn. Perfect. Not too bad. Have they remodeled the jackals? Unfortunately not yet, Toby. Welcome to the stream, by the way. But yeah, the jackal is one of the species that also really needs to be remastered. They look lame. They look like a PlayStation 2 model. I have a massive pronghorn antler on my nightstand. He would for sure have been a diamond. That's cool. Look at all the solos. 3 level 3s. You got tons of moose stories. That's pretty cool, big rocky mussel. Sounds like you hunt a lot, eh? European hares as well. Yeah, a lot of animals need remasters, but I completely get what you mean. when you say the European hares get you remodel, because they look like, you could say they look low poly to some degree, because you can see the geometry on their skin. Perfect. Fortunately, that one didn't spook, so we're gonna wait for him to lift his head. Should be good, come on. It was. 3 more kills. Expansive Worlds needs to focus on what actually needs to be in the game, such as backfills and remodels instead of random compacts and new maps. Yeah, new models are a must, because a lot of species are starting to look outdated compared to the new ones. Although, the negative thing about the remasters is that they don't really generate them any money, because you cannot sell remasters in any way. So yeah, I wouldn't expect them to stop making maps and new guns, because ultimately that's what makes them money. And sure, like, we're still gonna get backfills and remasters, but they are gonna continue to prioritize the things they can sell, for obvious reasons. And maybe with each update, maybe sneak a couple remasters or backfills here and there. It's just not gonna happen as quickly as we would want. Hello King Crab, welcome to the stream. Got trolled by Wood Bison earlier today, that sucks, Dicky. What did he score? No more bugs on this lake, from what I can see. Time to go here. I have lots of whitetail near me, and they are the complete opposite of moose. I literally hand feed the females. They all have names. That's cool. Yeah, I've heard the whitetail can be pretty dumb sometimes, or pretty chill with people. I am surprised the hare that is typically there isn't there at the moment. That one is fairly consistent. We're gonna check the one that is on this corner normally, just to see if they are there. What do you want to go after your first in real life hunt? What do I want to go after on my first in real life hunt? You know, I still don't know, but of course I would love to go for something with antlers. Something like bighorn perhaps, or whitetail if possible, that would be cool. So yeah, something with antlers preferably. Hello to this match, welcome to the stream, how is it going? Bro, give me map and give me grind, and I will set it up. So I think you should go for Red Fox on Hirschfelden. What do you think about that, King Crab? That sounds like a fun grind, don't you think? Hello, Stash Pashi. How is it going? Big game backcountry. You were the first. Yeah, I think I saw you on the vertical stream, if I'm not mistaken. So welcome again. Do animals get remodeled if you already have them in a lodge? Yeah. Yeah, like if you have a whitetail with the old model on a trophy lodge and then the whitetail gets remastered, then the model changes inside your lodge. So yeah, they get updated for sure. Nothing here. I guess it is time to go to a main menu and change the time. best bet would probably be Canada. Yeah, I don't know if it would be possible for me to hunt on Canada due to the licenses and all that stuff. I guess like there's a way to get him as a Mexican by paying. So yeah, I would have to see, because yeah, of course it would be amazing to hunt on either Canada or the United States. Mexico has a great whitetail population. Yeah, I've heard. Especially around the north. So our respawns are slowing down at the moment. Hello, Rockshalk. Thank you for joining us. How is it going? I love when you drop a sprinting animal and they like launch themselves, right? The beautiful face plant. That is a nice level 4. I don't think that is a small diamond rack, but it is nice looking. Some respawns over there, nothing huge. Alright. Perfect. Should be good as well. It was. 2 more kills. Hello, OG Hunter. Welcome to the stream. Do you have a render distance mode or something, because you are trying to look for things over 500 meters and I cannot do that? I don't have any mods. Like the maximum distance I can spot things at, I can spot stuff at, is like a bit more than 400 meters. That is another kill. Okay. Let's go here first. Being better, how are you doing? I'm doing very good, Rockshalk. Nice to hear you are doing better. Hello, non-human. Thank you for joining us. How is it going, brother? Nice to see you. Pandaman Hero, welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Yeah, happy to be back. Because I couldn't stream for like, I think 2 or 3 weeks before yesterday's stream. So happy to be back. You know, that cough, that cold I had, it really lasted long. Setting up for a Mule Deer grade 1 on SRP. Any tips? You know, I don't know exactly how you would grind Mule Deer on SRP because I've never done it. But I imagine some of the other creators have already done grinds there. You know, I would suggest you to look for a guide on YouTube. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna find some very good information, most likely. That's what I would recommend you, because personally, I have no experience with it. Thank you, Pandaman Hero. Yeah, I'm very happy about that as well, because, man, that cold was tiring. Can I become a moderator? Not really, brother. You know, that isn't something you ask for. You would have to just be consistent in chat and prove that you can be trustworthy. That's how you become a moderator. I have an in real life melanistic fox near me. It's crazy. That's insane, Silver. Oh, it would be great if you managed to take some pictures of it. Hello, Mango Call of the Wild. It is your birthday today. Happy birthday. Thank you for joining us today, and well, I hope you've been having a good birthday so far. I wish you the best, brother. No signs of any response on that side of the lake. Alright. Time to go here and change the time once again. Got killed by pseudomelanistic tiger on my map yesterday. Oh, hopefully you managed to kill it. That is a sick rare. Look at that puma. Hopefully you had your revenge and managed to kill that tiger. Couple weeks ago when I guessed you would get it at 600 kills. You were a bit off. Just a bit off, Pandaman Hero. But that was still a very good guess because it still took us less than 1,000 kills. Nice level 4, level 3. So excited for dog season, I can imagine. And thank you for subbing to the channel. Big Game Country, just please do not spam the same message over and over. It isn't a good look. Thank you, James, that would mean a lot. Thank you for considering subscribing to the channel. For the multimount with the albino puma, can you get it only on Peru or can you get it on Parque too? You can get it on both Parque and Peru. Or, well, I'm not sure, Liam, honestly, because I think that one requires you to complete a mission. So if there is a mission on Inti Suyo, you probably have to kill it on Inti Suyo in order for it to count towards the mission. So yeah, that one is probably gonna have to be killed on Peru. That is 4 more kills. All right. Bro, we need in real life vital grind someday. Imagine that. Wouldn't that be cool? You know, I've considered making in real life content at some point, especially whenever I start fishing. Because I do plan to start fishing around my area. Yeah, I may record some shorts, especially. Maybe even do a live stream at some point in real life. That'll be cool. Hello, Arthur. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I really wish I could play this game right now, but my PC is still broken. That sucks, Big Rocky Muscle. Hopefully you can get it fixed and yeah, like not being able to play this game. I wouldn't wish that to anybody because it's an amazing game. Two more kills. Let's fast travel to this lake and hopefully a puma won't spook that herd. Because every single time I fast travel to this lake, or, well, the great majority of the times, there's a puma spooking the herd that's on the zone over there. Let's see. Couple level 2s. We may leave him, actually, because they are level 2s. But there's another zone with a level 3 and a level 4. Perfect. Wrong weapon. We aren't gonna go for a shot with a recurve at 200 meters. But definitely with the 300. Grade 1 Vital in real life would take years, most likely, Toby. Most likely. You aim in Odin. Are you asking me if I'm using the Odin scope? Yeah, this is the Odin scope, Arthur. As you can see. And I'm using the Sarsa 300 to shoot the majority of the Vital. Of the Mule Deer, I mean. Bro, you should buy an air rifle and you can hunt rabbits and small game around your place, probably. I don't know, they lost in Mexico. Yeah, I would have to do some research. Because hunting here in Mexico is way less common compared to the US and Canada. Like, barely anyone hunts here. And it is even frowned upon, you know? Like, a lot of people don't like it. So yeah, it isn't as easy or as accessible as in the US. But when it comes to fishing, that's a completely different story. Bro, do you fish in real life? I do plan to start fishing in real life very, very soon. So yeah, I'll let you know whenever I start. Gonna go here. Hello, El Freaky. Nice to see you, man. How is it going? I'm doing very good. Thank you for joining us tonight. Was that a Mule Deer? Yeah. $2. Alright. Ooh, that is a big 4 with a nice estimate. Although I don't think it has a chance to make diamonds, so we're just gonna blast her on the bot. That sounded bad. Yeah, I completely agree, Big Rocky Muscle. I completely agree. That level 3 is also gonna die. You cannot be alive on this lake, buddy. Think it twice the next time you appear. Honestly, I didn't even realize you got a grade 1 until this stream. Because I left the last stream 20 minutes too early. That's unfortunate, Pandaman Hero. Yeah, I got the grade 1, I think. Or I spotted it on the first 50 minutes. So yeah, a lot of people missed it for sure. But I do plan to make a video about it. Possibly upload it tomorrow. So you'll get to see it there. It was amazing. When fishing the other day and caught a 4-pound largemouth. Nice, Dicky. 4-pound largemouth. In real life fishing stream, yeah, Liam, that's what I'm saying. Whenever I start fishing in real life, you know, I don't rule out the possibility of doing an in real life stream, trying to catch something. That could be a lot of fun, you know. Hello, Luke. Nice to see you. Thank you for remaining as a member for 11 months. That's a long time, brother. Thank you for supporting the channel. Do you think moose on Revontuli is good for a grind with no herd management? Revontuli Coast is a great map to grind moose, which would make it a fun grind in my opinion. But yeah, I think no herd management shouldn't be an issue at all. But yeah, moose on Revontuli Coast, that's a great option. Maybe even better than Medved Taiga. Glad to hear, Luke. Means a lot to hear you say that. Glad you enjoy the content. Hopefully you are doing good. Hello, John. Welcome to the stream. Still searching for that albino snow leopard? Yes. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to find that albino snow leopard, but we got our second diamond, which made me very, very happy because it took me 2 years to find another level 9 snow leopard. Fortunately, it didn't troll. And fortunately, it was a caramel. Hey, Alfreaky, 2 months. Thank you for the 2 months, brother. And man, a second grade one tonight, that would be sick. Thank you, brother. So we have 2 more solos on that side of the lake. Where's the other? He was just getting to the zone, maybe. Yeah, the drink time is still running. He should go to the drink zone. Nothing else. Yeah, no more males on that side. The level 4 is there, okay. Perfect hard shot. We just surpassed 1100 kills. You know, I'm hoping the second grade one will spawn before we reach 1500. We'll see. Did my moose grind on Yukon with no hair management and it was miserable. I can imagine. Yeah, there are so many lakes you have to cover on Yukon Valley. Plus the river. So yeah, not a fun grind. There are some amazing dog hunting in Mexico from what I've heard. Yeah, especially on some states, like also around the north and around the far south. There's a lot of dog hunting and also upland bear hunting. How many great ones do you have? So after yesterday's great one, I think my total count got to 14. 14 great ones in total, if I'm not mistaken. I'm doing the dark grind on the Aurora with the feeders, and it works really well until now. Got a Super Troll Dark Brown. Nice, look. Super Troll Dark Brown. That's very cool. Although, of course, the fact it wasn't a diamond makes it painful, but it's still great to get such a big rare, you know? And especially Dark Brown, because I think that may be my favorite fur type for the tar. So congratulations on getting such a big rare, but of course it's unfortunately the troll. That guy right on the poles. I've never hunted yet, and low-key should someday, since everyone I know those. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of people hunt here, which makes sense because, yeah, hunting game and Americans, you know, normally, or I assume most people that like this game that live in the US especially do hunt in real life, because it is such a niche game if you think about it. Like, most people wouldn't like it or wouldn't be interested on it if it wasn't because of the fact they hunt in real life. But then there are others like me who just discovered this game randomly on the Xbox Game Pass or Steam and just thought it was a cool looking game. Although I have to say, I always liked animals. I always liked dogs and birds as well. So that contributed to me finding this game interesting, regardless of not hunting in real life. I can imagine it is great. Squirrel outdoors. So if I'm not mistaken, the hunting season starts on September, October. For the whitetail at least. I wish we could buy bulk ammo and also fill all the feeders at once. That would be nice, look. Because it takes time to buy all the ammo you need and also to fill all the feeders. We need an option. I feel I could never shoot a whitetail because they are basically my pets. Yeah, if you see them so often and they get close to you, yeah, I could imagine how it could feel wrong to shoot them. You'll be like shooting a dog. For you. Hunting season starts September 1st where I am. Some animals start sooner though. That makes sense. September for me. Are you capable of hunting where you ever are? Or where you are? I don't think there are any hunting options on my state. Unfortunately. Fishing options, there are plenty though. That's the advantage, because I live on the coast. But hunting, not really. Never have time for fishing. Silver, that's unfortunate. Yeah, life gets busy and it sounds like fishing can be time consuming. What do you want to fish for, Pro? Well, you know, around the sea there are many species you can catch. But my goal is to eventually go for sailfish on the open sea from a boat. Sailfish and also tuna. There are options to go for those species. That would be nice. And I think barracuda as well. Yeah, I have the option to fish on the coast, and I'm gonna start fishing from the shore. That is very easy. Just need to get my license. Yeah, king crab, there are some big species. Sailfish, tuna, there are a couple others that I don't know the name on English, but also get pretty big. So yeah, they are gonna put a fight for sure. Yeah, the one that really interests me is the sailfish. They are a beautiful fish. Marlinary fight. I spent 3 hours fighting one. I've heard they really take a long time to catch. So that'll be fun. Alright. Easy kill. Easy kill. Unfortunately, there's only one male on that hare this time. Not too bad. I mostly catch Arctic grayling and a bunch of trout species as of this year. Grayling is a beautiful fish as well. They look cool. And I wish I could go for fish like rainbow trout or brook trout in real life. They are really pretty. At some point, I wanna go on a fishing trip to the US, and that's very possible. Because yeah, I tend to go to the US fairly frequently. Was that a big mule deer? He looked decent. Damn, that is a nice estimate. And a nice rack. Hold up, where's the Malmer? Bro, he went behind the dirt. Or the rock, whatever. He's there though. Standing right next to that, or to those huge level 2s. Not a good spot. Yeah, to this match, you are very right about that. Trout species, they may have it or may live in some states. I'll have to do some research. But yeah, the water is mostly warm on most places here in Mexico. I would have to go to either the US or Canada, and I can make that happen. I will also see. I want to see if it is possible to go for as a Mexican to catch anything on Asia, because I'll be going there at the end of the year. There is a nice level 4, level 2, level 3. All right. Should be... Oh my god, we're 0 for 300. I'm stupid. He's still going down though. That guy is alarmed. Perfect. 2 more kills. You should one day go fishing for northern pike in Canada. That would be amazing, non-human. Yeah, that would be sick. I also want to go for maybe a species of salmon. I think it would be kokanee salmon, maybe. Hello, Robert. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I'm doing very good. Thank you for joining us. Canada is best for like pike and walleye, but trout probably the US is better. That makes sense, Silver. Hello, Brad. Welcome to the stream. Glad to hear, Robert. Glad to hear you are doing good. Do you like sushi? I love sushi, look. Yeah, sushi has to be one of my favorite dishes. Yeah, I love sushi. I also love Chinese food. Lake of the Woods, Minnesota, USA, and Ontario, Canada has a lot of rivers near. It is great for trout. That sounds like a beautiful place, honestly. Pike are invasive where I live. You see them very often. Big rocky mussel. I've never seen a pike in real life. $284.49. That is a nice level 4. Alright. Let's go back to our main lake. How much are fishing licenses in Mexico? They are very cheap, King Crab. I don't know exactly how much, or I don't remember it because I checked them a few months ago, but they are very cheap. Level 5, alright. 310 estimate guaranteed troll. And as you can see, the rack is exactly the same size as the rack of that level 4. Who knows, maybe the level 4 will score higher. But there are 4 solos, perfect. So first level 5 of the stream. There's also a level 3. Level 3. Hello Andrew, welcome to the stream, how are you doing? What did I miss? You haven't missed much. No great one so far. Plus no diamonds today. Here in the US they can get up to 70. I think it was something like that. In Mexican pesos. I thought they were gonna be more expensive in the US, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that's still... Or I don't know if that's for the whole year, maybe not. Because here in Mexico, I think it was something similar to that, but for the entire year. Because there was also an option for a day, or for a month, I think, which were a bit cheaper. But yeah, the one that was by far the best one was for the entire year, because it wasn't that much more expensive. What is your favorite grade 1 Mule Deer food type? Welcome to the stream, by the way, and glad you enjoy the videos. My favorite food type for the Mule Deer, I would say, is the Milky Way, the fabled Milky Way. I don't think it is called, or I don't think that's the name, but you probably know which one I'm talking about. Look guys, we're gonna shoot the troll first, and also the level 4. Did we? How did we miss the level 4? I don't understand, but we're gonna try to hit him on the trot. Yeah, yesterday's stream was a banger, absolutely. Come on, be a good hit. It was a good hit, perfect. Another 2 kills. Now let's shoot the other 2. Good hit as well. Not too bad. Hey Liam, thank you very much for becoming part of the Pro Clan Master. It means a lot, brother. Thank you for supporting the channel by becoming a member. Thank you, Robert. No signs of Poch XK today, eh? By the way, I'm gonna put my glasses on because, yeah, I don't like to use the PC without glasses at night, especially. It just dries my eyes. All right. So we were about to claim the level 5, which is a guaranteed troll. But the one that is more interesting is the level 4 that was next to it, because that level 4, in theory, should have a chance to make it, and I've never had the luck to get a level 4 diamond Mule Deer. Yesterday was so fun, it was a really fun stream, Swinek. Nice to see you today, brother. Missed out yesterday because I went to go play Frisbee. That's unfortunate, Pandaman Hero, but who knows, you may not miss the next great one. May happen today. The troll is a 305.3. Not our smallest troll so far, but a very small troll either way. Absolutely disgusting. And now we're gonna go claim the huge level 5, which I'm hoping will will be our first level 4 diamond mule deer. That will be amazing. There's a male fling. I didn't see that guy. By the way, I just realized we just hit our sub goal. 31,625 subscribers. Thank you very much to everyone that subscribed to the channel, guys. The support means a lot. So now we're gonna increase the goal to... We're gonna make it 31,635 subscribers. Who knows? We may be able to hit it today. That would be great. Alright, so that is the new goal. Just 8 subscribers to go. Thank you to the person that just subscribed as well. So who knows? We may be able to hit it. We need subs. It helps more than you think, guys, and it is free. Okay, that level 4 is gonna die. As I mentioned earlier, you cannot be alive on this lake. You don't have permission to live. No bug has permission to live on this lake. Everyone that walks or that moves is gonna get shot. The females can live though. They are chill. They have permission. Until I decide to swap them. Alright, this is the big level 4. Maybe diamond, eh? Maybe diamond. Let's see. Yeah, sure, buddy. Are you sure about that? 288.43. That's lame. I'm gonna shut up. Yeah, Pandaman Hero, you are very right about that. We are only shooting the males here. It has to be tolerated though, Silver. It is the way to go here. There was another bug that I just shot. It was over here. But I think it's time to go change the time once again. Alright. Can you check my last message? Let's see. Yeah, I missed it. Something people don't talk much about is squirrel hunting. All you gotta do is walk into the woods with an air rifle and find a few. Then you have an instant meal right there. Damn, I didn't know you could eat squirrels. I wonder if they taste good. Because, for example, around my area, there are plenty of squirrels. Like, I think it was yesterday or today during the morning that I literally looked through my window, and there was a squirrel in the post in front of the window, just climbing it. I've heard they aren't very good. Yeah, it sounds like eating rat. Talking about eating squirrels, you know? It would be like eating a rat. Or at least that's the way it feels for me. They make a good pot pie. I would try it, I'm not gonna lie. I would try a good squirrel pie. We hit that guy, and it was a viral. Perfect. They are good if cooked right. Yeah, I can imagine someone who actually knows how to cook them would make them taste good. So I would try him on a restaurant maybe. That could be interesting. And it may sound crazy to you, but I've never had, you know, venison. I've never had deer. And I've heard very good things about the deer meat. That level 4 is really big, but unfortunately the estimate isn't huge. No chance to make it. Alright. 300 meters away. Good hit. What is happening with my mouse? It's sort of lagging. Just give me a second. Gonna restart it. Ari, Red Fox woke up to me while grouse hunting. That's amazing, Big Rocky Muscle. Damn, I never thought a Red Fox would approach a human. Just like that. Ooh, level 5, guys. Guaranteed diamond as well. Big rack. Pretty sure that is a big rack. 333 minimum. That's insane. Could this be the 340 plus? He's huge, eh? First level 5 of the stream. It took us a while. Hey Parker, welcome to the stream. Why did you do the grind on that map? Because Parque Fernando is a very good place to grind for the Mule Deer, Parker. Especially using this method, because you can do pretty much the entire grind using only these 3 lakes down here. Very good place to grind them. You should try it, honestly. Also great for the red deer. That is a big boy, eh? Really, really big boy. Guys, I am tempted to do something incredibly risky with this guy. With the rhino. Like, going for a 300 meter shot with a rhino on a mule deer. On a guaranteed time on Mule Deer, there's a high chance of botching it. But, oh man, it would be cool to do it during a stream, don't you think? Like, from here, we 0 for 75. And we have to aim using the very top of the darker line at the bottom of the reticle. You see that thicker, darker line right below the center of the reticle. We have to use the top of it to aim. And we should be able to hit it. It's risky. It's risky, but I wanna go for it. 341.3, that would be sick. 336, maybe. 339.23. El Freaky, I hope you are right, brother. I'm gonna go for it. If you don't prevent it, guys, like if you don't start typing "don't do it" in the chat right now, I'm gonna go for this crazy shot. 338.45. Hello, Brian. Welcome to the stream. 340.22. That'll be sick. I want this guy to score above 340. I'm gonna do it. Like if you don't prevent it, I'm gonna do it. All right. So 2 people are saying don't do it. Non-human says do it. El Freaky says do it. No balls. There you go, guys. Do it, no balls. Big Rocky Muscle just motivated me to go for this shot right here. No X. Yeah, I'll do it. Look at this. Crazy shot, eh? Oh my god. Did I hit it too low? I think we hit him too low. Maybe. But we hit him. Damn. Alright, guys, we pushed it. Not surprisingly. But I think we hit him way too low. Poach XCK, hold up. There's still a chance. There's still a chance. This shot is also very difficult. Let's see how far is it. 260. We'll have to 0 for 300 right here. Easier than the first shot, but still difficult, eh? Hold up. Look at this. Damn. Let's wait for him to slow down. We missed that shot, unfortunately. I think it was too high, maybe. Do I have a tent over there? Yeah, I have a tent right here, look. We're gonna try to save it. I'm not gonna main menu, squirrel. Who the freak summoned BotchXCK? I did. I did, because things were a bit boring. So why not summon BotchXCK? Where's this Mule Deer? He ran that way. I don't think he's gonna die. Like, the shot was so bad that I don't think he's gonna kill it. I don't think he'll die. I don't think he'll die neither. Take him with a longbow. Oh yeah, second shot with a longbow. Imagine. I'm tempted to also kill that guy. But if we shoot it, we're gonna end up spooking the level 5 even more. And he's already far enough. Let's see if we can find a track down here. Come on, level 5. You should have died. Hello, keyboard warrior. Welcome to the stream. At least he humbled the no balls guy. Yeah, right. This guy is level 4. Where is this level 5? I'm pretty sure he ran this way, following the same path as that female, probably. That shot hurt my soul. Yeah, Chilver. It was pretty lame. It was pretty lame, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I wanna do it on a grade one at some point. Like, that same shot, we just need a bit more practice. So where's the track? I don't think he's dead. Fortunately. Our grind is fun. Yeah, grinding Darcy is always a blast. There we have it. Look at how... Is he frozen? I think he's frozen, guys. Yeah, I think he's frozen. Because he's fleeing, but he's just standing right there. We're gonna humble it. Like, he's actually challenging us right there. He's telling us, oh yeah, go for the same shot a second time. Like, he's saying no balls. But we're gonna use the same weapon. We're also gonna use the Rhino. Just a bit closer this time. Because that is a very cool looking level 5. I hope it scores above 340. Yeah, he seems to be frozen. Do it again. He's bugged out, yeah. You just sprinting dropped a diamond with a recurve from 80 meters. You dropped a diamond with a recurve while it was running from 80 meters away. That's crazy, brother. Such a cool shot, eh? No balls. Oh yeah, you want me to do it again? Look, he's back to nervous. He's back to nervous. I think we hit him on the leg. Hey, Alfreaky, thank you very much for the GGs. Thank you for the jewels, brother. Yeah, Alfreaky. I wanna do it, eh? Like, I wanna go for a similar shot once again. He's alert. Look, how far is it? I think it's 150, 131, 32. Bro. I feel really bad for this Mule Deer. Hey, Robert, thank you for the coin. Thank you for the jewels and supporting the channel. Means a lot. You are making me want to go over there and get 300 meters away from this Mule Deer to take the shot again. Bro, he's getting closer. Ooh, look. We actually have a chance to use the recurve, eh? 60 meters away. Look, maybe not the same shot, but a shot with a recurve? That would be cool. Probert. Oh yeah, Probert. Pro Freaky as well. Couple legends. He's nervous. Yeah, we are gonna be able to drop it with a recurve if we are smart enough. That looks sick, right? It is a really big level 5. He's wounded and he's alert. 48 meters out. Alright. Time for the recurve. Let's focus. Gonna 0 for 40. We don't want to push the second shot. Wouldn't be the first time though. It has happened. You never know with Botch XK. Let's just verify the distance a second time. That is 55, getting close to 60. Still alert. We need cover. Gonna drink some water. I think he's nervous again. Yeah. Come on. We need cover right here. 43. Never mind, he's already close enough. Forget about the cover. Damn. Perfect. Was that a hard shot? Maybe, eh? It was a viral, at least. Oh. Oh. What? She hit it. She hit me 3 times. Forget about not shooting the females. Like, that was personal, eh? That was really personal. Like, I think it was this level 5 wife. She tried to avenge him. Thank you, El Freaky, for the GGs once again. Thank you very much, brother. 336, I guarantee it. Maybe. Maybe. Look at this. That is the brother. He's coming for us. Bro, they misses. They misses. That was a viral right there at the end. 2 more kills. Ooh, they are coming. Do I have a health pack? We don't want to get killed right here. I think I have a health pack. These females are dangerous, eh? So let's go claim the level 5. Should be the 11th diamond of the grind. Pretty cool. Ooh, ooh. Damn. Like, she came straight for us. Damn. That one is also waiting, eh? That one is waiting to catch us off guard. Yeah, go that way. Go that way. Look, they are guarding the body of that level 5. That was very intentional indeed. They know what they are doing. Alright, time to claim the level 5. These girls are crazy indeed. Time to see the score. Could score above 340. Hello, Justin's Aquatics. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad I helped you get so many diamond fish on the angler. That's amazing to hear, brother. Thank you for joining us. White Majestic. Let's see. Oh my god, bottom of the estimate. Max weight. Max weight. 210 kilos on the dot. 333.66. He scored at the bottom of the estimate, unfortunately. Big rack diamond. Oh my god. We hit him on the leg. On that shot with the rhino at 300 meters. Where in the world? I guess it was below the top of that thicker bar we're using to aim. Hello, AI Warrior. Welcome to the stream. How is it going? Let's see who was closer. Liam said 335.81. 336. Squirrel, you were a bit far. 341. Chilbert, I hope you were right, but unfortunately he scored farther than that. Damn. Hey Parker, thank you very much for the super chat, brother. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. And well, this mule deer was unfortunately not as big as we're hoping it would be. We're still gonna tax it. Let me type a W in the chat right here. Alright, big mule deer, big buck. Like, lame shot on the first try. But, who knows, it may spawn as a great one. That would be cool, wouldn't it? That would be pretty sick. Hey, Alfreaky, thank you for the gifted membership. Robert, you are the lucky one. Make sure to thank Alfreaky. This female was mean. She hit us 3 times. 3 times in a row. Alright. The drink time is over. We're gonna go to the main menu and reset the time. Bro, I cannot see the chat anymore. What are you doing, YouTube? Come on, YouTube. What are you doing? Damn it, it isn't letting me go back. Alright, now I can go back. Perfect. Alright, time to change the time and we'll see what we spawn on this next run. I'm also gonna update the counter because now we have 11 diamonds. 11 diamonds after 1118 kills. That was a majestic buck. Bro, it's very majestic. I'm a level 3 mule deer. A level 3 brown fur type Mexican mule deer. Oh man, I took so much sun yesterday. I went for a run during the midday and like I didn't get burned, but you know, in a scale of 1 to 10, if I was rating how dark my skin is, like I went from a 6 to an 8, like just in a couple hours. Like I don't know if you can see. You may not be able to see, but here on my neck, you can see the difference in tone. Like just from yesterday. I really got burned. Hello, Cherry. Thank you for joining the stream. I hope you are doing good. Glow XCK. Hello, Alongside. Not sure if I already told you hello, but I am happy to see you here, brother. Yeah, King Crab, that's usually how it goes with the mods. Fortunately, the chat is very chill most of the times. So, yeah, we don't really need a lot of mods. You are enough, you know? You may have to work overtime most of the times. But you can see it's very chill still. Glad to hear you are doing good, Cherry. Alright, so we have 2 solos on that side of the lake. Plus another solo. Plus 4 females. I'm scared of the females after what just happened. I don't want to go to that side of the lake again, guys. Like, we got hit 5 times the last time we were on that side of the lake. It's dangerous. We're gonna start with this 2 right here. Come on, tell me it was good. It was good. 2 more kills. Damn, it is 3:30 a.m. for you, Swinnick. Damn, so yeah, go get some rest. You know, it was nice to see you, but yeah, it is late for you. Hopefully you have a good night and rest very well, brother. Have a good day tomorrow. It was nice to see you. You also are gonna die. After Pro's Great One, his stream is 10x less serious. Yeah, I mean, getting the first Great One took a lot of pressure of this grind, that's for sure. Now we can finally start making fun of the Mule Deer. And start thinking about the next grind as well, because there are so many grinds I wanna do. For example, we need to go for the pheasant. Like, we have never managed to get our first time on pheasant. And of course we are doing our grind on Hirschfelden, but I don't wanna continue the grind on Hirschfelden, that is a pain. I would prefer to, you know, I like my sanity. Or the remains of sanity I have. So yeah, we're gonna stay away from the pheasant grind on Hirschfelden, and we're gonna do it on a better place like Salswissen Park or Emerald Coast. No, Emerald Coast, Scotland, I mean. I thought about the Red Fox for a moment, because we also need a Red Fox. That is a big level 4, beautiful rack. Close enough to shoot it. Beautiful hard shot. Working on the pheasant at the moment. Nice, Pandaman Hero. Where are you grinding for the pheasant? It is about 3:30, I assume you are saying PM on Massachusetts. So, you are 2 hours ahead of me. No level 5s on this run. Time to go to our exteriors, to these 2 lakes. We're gonna start by checking this one, it is normally decent. You have 26 map concepts now. You really like to do map concepts, don't you? Big Rocky Muscle. And I like the lineups you come up with. You know, you should share some of those on the official server, on the feedback channel, because some people do their map concepts there, and I know that the developers pay attention to those posts talking about the map concepts. So yeah, you should go there and post some of your ideas, including the animals, and hopefully that'll give the devs some inspiration for future content. Are these 2 more bugs? There was a level 4 on this side of the lake. We spooked it with the shots. Come on, little bug. Alright. For some reason I could never spawn a Great One Pheasant on Emerald Coast, no matter how hard I try. Yeah, it sounds like a very difficult grind on Emerald Coast, don't you think? Yeah, like I don't think I've ever seen a single pheasant on Emerald Coast for some reason. Yeah, that would be a good idea, Big Rocky Muscle. Just, you know, start by maybe posting the idea you have about an Egyptian map, and I'm pretty sure you'd gain some traction. People would like it. Because there are so many species on Egypt that would be great. You are actually thinking of the crocodile, very similar species to the pheasant. Yeah, they are very similar in size as well, don't you think? The developers are out of office at the moment. Yeah, and quite literally. Like, they are on vacation until the end of the month. They may be back already, but I don't think so. Although, there's probably an update coming to the game very soon, and I would expect that update to also come with a DLC. Maybe a weapon pack. Most likely a weapon pack, to be completely honest. Considering how often they've been releasing weapons. How many great ones have I killed? Is that your question, Parker? Well, during this grind I've only killed one great one. But in total, I've killed, I think, 14 great ones in total, counting the one I got yesterday. Yeah, feedback channel, Big Rocky Muscle. That is where people normally post their ideas. Of any kind, not only maps. Should be good. That's good. 2 more kills. Hello, Snake Ray. Time period for new update? Maybe at the end of this month or at the beginning of September. Hard to know because there's no official confirmation of any kind. We're just taking the last releases as reference. Because I believe on 2025 we got an update around this time of the year, around August. So if that trend continues, we should get an update very soon. Like, if I had to guess, I would say we're gonna get an update within the next couple weeks. But that is just a guess. I'm just speculating right here. Could you add a map concept place on the Discord? So a channel for only map concepts. I mean, we could. But at the same time, well, we have a channel where people can post their map concepts, which is called the Call of the Wild Gallery. You can go there and make your own posts about whatever you want. So personally, I don't think it's necessary to make another channel just for that, to be completely honest. We're gonna shoot this guy right here. That works. An ideas channel. Yeah, as I said, the Call of the Wild Gallery channel could work for that. Just go and make your own post right there about whatever you want. Two more kills. Yeah, guys, if I'm completely honest, I'm not a fan of making new channels on my Discord just for that kind of things. Because, sure, they are gonna be active for the first few days, since it would be a novelty. But after a couple months, that is a typical channel that will become inactive. So, we can simply use the channels what we have for that kind of stuff. Especially the Call of the Wild Gallery channel. The Pablo plush they released is the update. That would be so sad. That would be so sad. I kind of want to get that plushie though. But why Pablo? You know I don't like Pablo. We hate Pablo here. Some Collard peccaries. Chabelinas. English or Spanish? Yeah, we get frozen right here. I remember that stuff. But if that is a genuine question, like if you're asking me if I prefer English or Spanish, I have to say Spanish. Like it's a more complex language objectively, and I think it sounds beautiful. Yeah, I also hope we get some remastered animals. I think we need them. Hey, Alfriki, thank you for the gaming capybara for 20 jewels. Thank you very much, bro. Make sure to type W for Alfriki in the chat. We're gonna type W. I should make more emojis for the members, honestly. Because we have the W one, we also have like nice one, thick, LGG, noob hacks. Like those are all the emojis we have. So if you have any ideas for future emojis, guys, I'm all ears. Come on, YouTube, let me see a chat. Sometimes this thing just hides the chat from me. Alright, finally. I think you are the first person I see use the L emoji, Panda Man Hero. As crazy as it sounds, it's hilarious. Look at that stupid Puma, level 7. Getting ready to spook all the Mule Deer. Make one that says PochXCK. I think that's a good idea, Liam. PochXCK has become such a common term here on the channel that I think you'll be fitting to make an emoji about it. Is there any Mule Deer on this zone? Apparently not. Time to reset time. Just spawned a level 5 Mule Deer and a level 3 dilute in the same herd. That's crazy. History still thrives. Where are you grinding for the Mule Deer? I assume you are on ASCII Reach, maybe? Botch XCK and maybe even Lock XCK. I've never heard Lock XCK. Maybe I have. But that could be good. You know, whenever we spawn a great one, like, that'll be a good moment to post the Lock XCK emoji. Shortly before posting the Botch XCK after the botch. Hey. Can we get in on backfill of all Pumas everywhere? That's what I'm saying, brother. If there's one animal that I would remove from this game, it's definitely the Pumas. There's nothing positive about them. They look terrible. First of all, they're morally terrible. And second, they are annoying. Like, super annoying. I was gonna say something really bad, but let's leave it at annoying. Which animal would you like to be remastered? Oh, there are so many. But if I could only choose one, I would choose the Jackal on Borjonga Savannah. 2 Mule Deer right here, 2 level 3s. Gotta get on the tripod quickly before they leave the area. We only have 2 bullets. Now only one on the bot. It was good. So, let's take a look at the Mule Deer on the opposite side of the lake. That level 4 is really big, may make diamond. But we are looking for level 5s and we haven't found many level 5s today, unfortunately. But yeah, I will remaster the Jackals. They look lame at the moment. They look so lame. And especially just compared to the rest of the animals on Borjonga Savannah, you know? Because even though the rest of the animals already look terrible, the Jackals look... lame. Lame is the word. Hey, Alfreaky, thank you for the gifted membership once again. Who got it, though? Snake Ray got it. Congratulations, brother. Make sure to thank Alfreaky for the gifted membership. Not sure if you are brother or sister, but either way, that's great. Hello, Ares. Welcome to the stream. I wish more people watch Call of the Wild. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people watch it still. But yeah, I get what you mean. Mule Deer grind. If you do it, that'll be great. And thank you for the treat, Ares. Thank you for the jewels. It means a lot to see you supporting the channel. Thank you very much. But yeah, ASCII Reach would be a great option to grind the Mule Deer. Although Parque Fernando, especially using this method, it's a great option as well. Thank you for the tacos as well, Ares. Thank you very much. Make sure to type W in the chat for Ares. He's on the vertical stream though. But yeah, thank you very much for all the gifts. The 67, of course. Thank you very much, Ares. Yeah, you are currently on the vertical stream, which is way less active than the horizontal one at the moment. But yeah, of course, like we all appreciate the support. Hello, Alex. Thank you for joining us. How many kills in are you? I am currently 1128 kills into the grind. We just shot a really big level 4 Mule Deer over that side of the lake, which I believe has a chance to make it. We'll have to go claim it. Hello, Christian. Thank you for joining us today. So, guys, what are you grinding for at the moment? You know I tend to ask this question a lot, but a lot of people have been joining the stream. So I'd love to hear about your experiences during your grinds recently. Always great to hear about other people's experiences and about other people's trophies. I am curious. Fallow Deer on the Aurora. That is such a fun grind, Christian. You know, I haven't grinded Fallow Deer in like 3 years. But I did my first grind on the Aurora, of course, since it is by far the best option. And I got 2 great ones in like 1200 kills. It was a lot of fun. Fourth grade one Mule Deer. Nice. 4th grade one Mule Deer is amazing, brother. So this guy is a 306.6. Really big, eh? Really big level 4. Look at this. Look at the shot. The shot wasn't great. Only a single lung. But at 338 meters with the 7mm, not too bad. We cannot complain. Damn, he was close from being our first level 4 diamond Mule Deer. That may be the closest we've been so far, which is amazing. Tar, Roe Deer, and Grand Caribou. 3 grinds. Nice, Tibing. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I hope you are doing good, brother. We can talk about my Fallow Deer. Yeah, Liam, you are like 12,000 kills into the grind. I would suggest you to... Ooh, I thought that was a big one. I would suggest you to not mention it, because it's sad. Nice hit. I have 1 great one in 1400 kills. Got my first at 1100. Not too bad, Christian. You have got 1 great one so far, Ares. I mean, that's still great. Especially if you're just getting started. Great ones aren't easy to get. Moose on latent. Snake rate, nice. You know, I was saying that after grinding for Mule Deer here on Parque, I am thinking my next grind will actually be Moose on latent. I want to get my 2nd grade one Moose. And then, possibly using a very similar setup to the one I use for Moose, I'm gonna grind for my 3rd grade one Whitetail. Although I haven't decided if I wanna grind them on latent. Talking about the Whitetail, I haven't decided if I want to grind them on latent or Mississippi Acres, because there's a very powerful spawn trap on Mississippi Acres that also works for the black bear. And I've heard very good things about it. It would be great to try it, don't you think? 806 kills into the black bear right now. 3 rare, 3 diamond for the moment. Not too bad, Elricky. Not too bad. Hopefully you manage to spawn that great one very soon, brother. Time to go to our exteriors once again. We're gonna go to this tent. We haven't been able to spawn to spot the hare that is on that corner, so we're gonna try it right now. You don't have any arrows? No great ones? You have 11 diamonds, no great one. I see. But yeah, if you are new to the game, that's completely normal. Just continue playing, continue learning about the game, and eventually the trophies will come. That's how it goes. And sounds good. It was nice to see you today. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Ferrari. Thank you for joining us today. What happened to the Angler content? Well, the Angler got discontinued. No more new maps. So that is a very good reason to leave or to stop making content about the Angler, even though I love the game, don't get me wrong. I still stream it occasionally because I still do some competitions on my Discord server, the King of the Cache. So whenever we do competitions there, I tend to stream it. Not very often, I'll say. But when it comes to making videos and guides about the game, unfortunately, I don't think I'll do more. And I have to be straightforward about that. Hello, Davin. welcome to stream. Got over 1200 hours into a game and still no great ones. I just did a setup, really good feeder pork grind. Wish me luck. Good luck, brother. Grinding boards with feeders, it sounds like fun. No herd on this corner. There's a Mule Deer right here, which seems to be solo. He's fleeing. Okay, there's the herd, and that's the Mule Deer most likely. Let's just shoot it right here. Perfect. Another kill. Is there a whitetail deer spawn trap in Mississippi? That's right, El Freaky. There's a spawn trap for whitetail and for black bear on Mississippi Acres. Not sure if anyone has already done a video about it. Maybe not. But yeah, I think it is the bottom right corner. It is a cluster of lakes. On this grind, yes, David, only one grade 1 mule deer on this grind, but in total I have 14 grade ones. Because the counter you see on the bottom right corner, that is only for this mule deer grind, here on Parque Fernando. Alright, we're gonna go to a main menu and change the time. Love your hunted this map for a week, and this is what I got videos. Nice, David. It makes me happy to hear that. And there's gonna be a new episode very soon on ASCII Ridge. I'm excited to release it. How would a whitetail a spawn trap be beneficial if they cannot be solos? Well, it can be beneficial in the sense that you don't have to hunt as many spots as if you weren't hunting a spawn trap. So you can only set up, around 4 or 5 lakes, which also lets you place pickup tents and makes possible to grind quicker. That is the advantage. Because it isn't the same to grind only 5 lakes compared to having to grind the entire map, That is the benefit of having a spawn trap. What do you think about the coyote model? It also needs a remaster, I would say. It isn't as terrible as the jackal, but it's still quite bad. And the worst part about it is that they already got a remaster. You may not remember it, but yeah, the coyotes used to look really bad at some point. Now they are better, but they could be better. So hopefully at some point they'll get another remaster. Hello, Lucky Fox. Welcome to stream. How is it going? Happy to see you. I want another weapon. No, I think we're gonna leave the same loadout. We're just gonna change the time right here. Bro, you haven't gotten a grade 1 boar. That's right, Pandaman Hero. Still no grade 1 boar. I grinded them for like a week on Scotland, and I think I made a couple guides about it. So yeah, I grinded them for a bit using feeders, but never managed to get a grade 1. That is another grind we have to do. You wanna do a mule deer or whitetail grind on ASCII Ridge, David? Yeah, I've heard ASCII Ridge is decent. Well, it is very good for the mule deer and decent for the whitetail. Not the best by any means, but I think it's worth trying because not a lot of people grind for whitetail there. I see, nice level 4. 327 top estimate. We're gonna shoot it. Where are we? Okay, we're at the corner of this lake still. Is the Mississippi spawn trap whole herds or something similar to this grind? It uses entire herds. Oh my god, that is a level 5. Hold up. Hold up. We're chasing the level 4 and now there's a level 5 on this corner. Yeah, I knew I had to come to this corner because I knew there was mule deer here, but we haven't been able to spot a single of the herds during this stream. So it was about time. There's another buck. Look. Just gonna make sure to use the Malmer. This is the wrong weapon. We gotta make sure to make a good shot right here. That should be good. It was. Now we're gonna swap to the 300 to blast this guy. That was lame. Oh my god, what am I doing? That didn't happen, guys. You didn't see that? But that was some terrible shooting. Luckily, the shot on the level 5, the shot that mattered, was actually good. $319.23. I think you are right when it comes to it making time on El Freaky, but I'm pretty sure he was a big time on Rag. And if it is the big time on Rag, it should score above 330 or above. No, not sure if what is the minimum score for the big Rag, but it should score higher than that. 350. Imagine that, non-human. Imagine that. That'll be a great one. That is a beautiful, beautiful Rag, beautiful looking Mule Deer. I think it is gonna score 336.2. That is my guess. 328.76. You may be right, Liam. Let's see who's closer, guys. 327.49. All right. Nice double long. As close from being a hard shot, as close as we were from botching it, which is not great, but we got him. And that is the diamond number 12. 12 diamonds after 1130 kills. Not too bad. Liam said 328.76, very close from the actual score. I think he won. You should do pheasants on Cuatro. Cuatro Colinas is a good option for pheasants. I haven't considered it, but could be fun grind. 1 diamond per 100 kills. That is a very good average. Yep, 12 diamonds, 6 rares in one grade one after almost 1200 kills. Can't complain. Especially not about the one grade one. Not a big Rag. You know, I'm having a hard time distinguishing this Rag from the actual big Rag, to be completely honest. I'll have to pay, you know, closer attention to the differences. Nice, level 4. We need more big teams. That'll do it. 4 more kills. Perfect. It's all about the brow times. If they are close, it's that Rag. But if they are far from each other, it is the big Rag, I believe. Okay, so that is an easy way to distinguish them. I'll pay attention to that. Thank you for sharing that, Liam. Very helpful. Not too bad, also a good hit. Alright. Are we gonna spawn a second grade one tonight? Maybe. What time is it? So we've been streaming for a bit longer than 2 hours at the moment. We're gonna continue for a bit longer. So what are you thinking of this grind so far? Do you think it is fun to watch, guys? Like compared to other grinds you have watched? Do you think this one is fun? Do you think it is boring? Because the spawns are consistent, but sometimes it gets slow, in my opinion. Although overall, the results are there. Like it's delivering trophies. Even though we aren't managing to kill as many mule deer per hour as I would like. Like we aren't killing as many, but the trophies are appearing very often. Glad you've been enjoying the stream, Big Rocky Muscle. Makes me happy to hear. Sounds good. Pure fish catch. I hope you have a very good rest of your day or night. And hopefully I'll get to see you on the next stream. Bye, brother. Very interesting since every other mule deer grind is ASCII. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, that was the reason why I started doing this grind here on Parque. Because I'm aware most other creators do the mule deer on ASCII Ridge. So I wanted to do something different, and this method, as crazy as it sounds, if done right, could actually be the best way to grind mule deer. Because, you know, I have like 20 solos on this lake. However, there are still plenty of females. And plenty of solo females we can eventually swap. So once we make the swaps, we could actually completely load this lake with solo males, and that would make the grind even quicker. I just gotta take the time to finally do the swapping. I've been lazy, I'm not gonna lie. There is a floater, bro. Let's see, Pandaman here, I'm sorry about that. I didn't see your message. Do pheasants on Salsuise, not Quattro. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the pheasant on Salsuise, Pandaman Hero. Because Ender shared his hair up with me, and supposedly it's been working very good for him. So that really makes me want to grind the pheasants there. No, he shared his fox setup. Yeah, it wasn't the pheasant, it was fox. But of course, Salsuise is still the best map for pheasant, by far. You've had great luck with the mule deers on those 3 lakes, Andrew, here on Parque. That is great to hear. And I agree, it is good action. Plenty of action. Look, there's a nice looking level 4. There was something behind us. What is this? Is this mule deer as well? Maybe a new zone. Just a female, solo female, alright. The hair that is typically over there isn't here at the moment. We're just gonna focus on the level 4. We also need to go for our second highest, now that I remember. Which I wanna think is already on our map. And that could be a fun stream, just going for our second haggis. Whenever we wanna do something different to grind it, we could go for our second haggis and it could be fun. Fox is nice too. I completely agree, Pandaman Hero. A good fox grind, that is exactly what we need to finally spawn our first Great One Fox. Revontuli has so many bouncers for Whitetail. Yeah, Revontuli has so many locations that you can expect plenty of bouncers. So if you're thinking about changing maps, I would definitely recommend you to consider Mississippi. Just look for the Mississippi spawn trap for both the whitetail and the black bear, and I think you'll like it. It's way fewer locations and supposedly not as many bouncers, from what I heard. Not nearly as many as on Revontuli or compared to the other maps. I think it's time to go to the main menu. Maybe that will increase the consistency of the response. 14 great ones and 3 super rares on Parque Entry. That's insane. Leighton Lakes is the best. Leighton Lake. You know, you wouldn't think Leighton is the best, but as I said, I don't know exactly how it works on Leighton. I'll have to do research about it. But, well, it's great to hear. It's been working great for you. Because I want to do a Leighton grind. Nice, Andrew. Glad to hear it's been working great for you. And that's a lot of trophies, a lot of great ones, eh? Man, I need to do the guide about this setup. Because it could actually be the best method to grind for the Mule Deer. Or what is your opinion about it, Andrew? Would you say it is easier than ASCII? That is a nice looking level 4. Nice shot. Gonna get on the tripod because I don't want to create so much hunting pressure. Leighton is consistent but kinda bushy. Yeah, that is the thing with Leighton. Not great visibility on many locations. Long stream today, yeah, Pandaman Hero. You know, normally I stream for a couple hours, but today I wanna go for a bit longer. 3 hours I would say would be good. But unfortunately I couldn't stream as early as I wanted, that is the thing. Because most of the times I'll be streaming earlier than these guys. Especially because I know a lot of people from Europe watch us. And right now it is very late on Europe. We need to stream earlier. Perfect. Parque is coded for muleys. Hair management takes time though. Right. Yeah, I think well, I already started doing hair management. But of course it takes time with how many lakes you have to cover. Although the little hair management I've done so far is already making a huge difference, I would say. We've been spawning a lot of level 5s. And before I started doing hair management, we're spawning maybe one time on every 150 kills. Sounds good, Pandaman Hero. Yeah, I totally understand that, and don't worry. Yeah, late Sunday streams, not the best. But today I was, you know, busy the rest of the day. So it was only possible for me to stream at this time. And since I couldn't upload a video either, I still wanted to stream. And next Sunday, I'm possibly also gonna stream. But I'll make sure to do it earlier next time. Hello, Bailey. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us. I'm glad you enjoy the content. That makes me very happy, brother. Got my first ever grade 1. Big rack 2-tone moose on Medved. Only 475 kills. I was so excited. I can imagine. And congratulations on your first ever grade 1. That's such a special trophy. I heard management Leighton Lake down to 12 whitetail drink zones. And those 12 zones got me 5 grade 1s. That's insane, non-human. Damn, I need to do that. Like her managing Leighton down to 5 zones only. Man, that would work amazing. 7:30 a.m. over here. Really, Snake Ray. So are you watching us from Asia maybe? Like if it is morning for you? Or maybe Australia? I don't know. Because I think Asia is like 15 hours ahead or 16 hours ahead. Talking about China and Korea and Japan. But not sure. Divided my kills in my diamonds to find my average. But it said 46 kills in average, which seems really high. You know, a diamond every 46 kills is about right. Or it sounds about right for a hard managed grind. Because I've heard of people who spawn diamonds every 20 kills or something crazy like that. So it's possible. Sounds good, Padawan Hero. It was great to see you today. Thank you for joining the stream, and I hope you rest very well. Have a very good day tomorrow at school, brother. You are from India, that makes sense, Snake Ray. Well, thank you for joining us today. Because early morning, I assume it is a complicated time for you. So glad you could make it to the stream. Alright, let's go here. That is a nice level 4. The herd over there isn't there, so we're gonna focus on the ones that are running. We need a level 4, if possible. Damn, he's managing to escape. And there's a Puma, bro. Puma, go away. We don't want you here. The level 4 is dead. There's a second bug. Seems to be a level 3. Just stop. Damn, he's running like crazy. We dropped it. Yeah, I don't think I've ever streamed so late. So, you know, in one hand, that's probably not ideal for a lot of people. But on the other hand, like I assume there's people who normally don't watch us streaming, who actually are able to watch our streams at this time, which is interesting. You are gonna start club wrestling next week. Nice, that sounds fun, Liam. First time doing off season, so well. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, hopefully it is great for you, Liam. That sounds like a fun time. And I'm probably also gonna enter a trade school, or I'm not sure how you call them in English. I think it is trade school, or the trades. But yeah, I want to learn some trades just as general knowledge, you know. So, you know, I've been thinking about becoming or learning about air conditioner repairs, or I think it is called HVAC in English. So yeah, I want to learn about that, and that'll be fun. That damn puma just spooked our herd. We're gonna blast it, why not? Come on. Beautiful. Blast it and not claim it. To finish the disrespect. This is actually the perfect time for me. That's nice to hear, Bailey. Yeah, because I know it is a terrible time for some people, but for some others, especially on Asia and for other people that watch YouTube late at night, it isn't too bad. Because I've watched other creators stream about the same time. And I know some people watch, or a lot of people watch. Any guess for a new grade one? That is a good question, Snake Ray. You know, I wanna think we're gonna get a grade 1 lion at some point, because for Honga Savannah really needs a grade 1. I think that would revitalize that map. But if I had to guess, I'm gonna guess grade 1 elk. Grade 1 Roosevelt elk. Always great to learn new things, and HVAC is a great trade. That yeah, especially on my area, because it is a coastal city, very warm, so there's always gonna be work for that. But yeah, I wanna learn it. And the thing about Mexico compared to the United States is that, or well, the disadvantage about Mexico compared to the United States is that there is a huge level 5, most likely diamond. Yeah, like, to make a good living of the trades, or of becoming a blue-collar worker, you have to be really good at it. Because I know in the US, like, it's still challenging for sure, but like most people, after spending enough time there, they can make a living of it, a decent living of it. And even make 6 figures for some trades for sure, like good electricians, like HVACs maybe, plumbers, for sure, like you can, or welders as well. Like you can make a good living of it if you put enough time on that, and if you become decent. But here in Mexico is a completely different story. You are gonna be poor if you are average on the trades. But as general knowledge, you know, I think it's good to know about that stuff for sure. Like especially for house repairs, like for your own house repairs and stuff like that as a man. There is a nice Mule Deer. The level 5, we're gonna kill it in a bit. There is 3 more kills. So let's go for the level 5. What is HVAC again? It is basically a technician for air conditioners, if I'm not mistaken. That is the name on English, or air conditioner technician. Same here, plumber and electrician are not seen as permanent jobs. It is more like part-time. Yeah, like on India, I imagine it is similar to Mexico. It's a very informal job. Like there are still like very good plumbers and electricians that make good money, but it is rare. Like you would have to, essentially start your own company. This guy is 304 bottom estimate, 365 top. No chance to be huge because I don't think that rack has a chance to score really high. But I still think it's gonna make it. And it would be cool to get close enough to drop it using the recurve. We're gonna try to get to like 40 meters away. That would be great. It is heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. That makes sense, Bailey. That makes sense. My uncle is an electrician and he makes about $250,000 a year in the States. He doesn't own his own business either. Yeah, the US is a completely different world for blue collar stuff, you know. Now you can actually make a very good living of that kind of work, which is great because it is very needed. But in the case of third world countries like Mexico or even the India, the story is very different. Which, I mean, it has advantages and disadvantages. Because most jobs here in Mexico make about 7 or 8 times less than in the US for the same job. But life is cheaper as well. Like significantly cheaper. And well, if you make content on English and you make money on dollars, like you can make this a very good side hustle. Like talking about content creation. Like very good side hustle, and of course if you get big enough, like make it your full-time job. Not even having to be as big as the big guys, you know, like Flinter and Scarecrow. They are huge. But personally, I wouldn't have to be as big as them in order to make this my full-time job, which I would say is the bigger advantage. Or the biggest advantage. Still not quite there. But that would be great. Because it would give me just more freedom. Only top 1% makes it good. Yeah, that makes total sense. Snake Ray. Which is sad because, you know, if I was American, I would prefer to be on America. I would definitely prefer to be a blue collar worker than a white collar. Like right after, you know, finishing high school, if I was living on America, like I would have done an apprenticeship, I think it is called. And maybe, like, I don't think I would have chosen electrician, but, you know, HVAC or welder. I like welding. I wouldn't have chosen plumbing though. Like, not a huge fan of that. This guy is attentive. He's back to calm. Not a great angle, but he's already 40 meters away. So, I think this is a good time to try to make the shot. We need to move to the right and the wind is terrible. That's the thing. He's probably about to smell us. I'm surprised he hasn't smelled us though. 325.28, that'll be huge. 324.6. 321.7. Follow there, 266.98 diamond. What's happening to our heart rate? Then I guess I hold the aim too long. Which doesn't make sense because I wasn't even holding my breath. 317.93. You know, Liam, I think you are possibly gonna be the closest, because this rack normally scores about that, if I'm not mistaken. Congratulations on the diamond fallow there, by the way, El Freaky. That is a big diamond. 318. Yeah, I think Andrew is also gonna be close. Alright, he's about to spook. He's alarmed. Should have been a good hit. It was a good hit. I was about to say we watched it. I'm not gonna lie, I thought we watched it, but it was a viral. Damn. No more males on that side of the lake. So let's see who was closer, guys. My guess, 319.7. That's my guess. Let's claim it. 318.65. Damn, big boy. I knew Andrew and Liam were gonna be close, and they were very close. Andrew, I think you won this one. Yeah, I think you won this one. Man, I missed so many comments for shooting this mule deer. Sorry about that, guys. You know, a lot of times, you know, I miss comments, and I want to read everyone's comments, but sometimes it's not possible. You know, I gotta focus on the game, then on the chat, and I gotta get better at that, because it's part of being a good streamer. Nice single long. Not too bad, 318.65, beautiful rack. That's one of my favorite racks for the mule deer, I would say. Not too bad. So that is 13 diamonds in total. Can't complain. Can't complain at all. Time to change the time. Come on, muleys. Start spawning. We should have a couple solos on this zone. Gonna fast travel here to make him spawn. I'm glad you think so, Bailey. Yeah, I do my best, genuinely. I do my best to read every comment, so I'm glad, you know, I'm able to read them, or most of them. Because, for example, if I start scrolling up, right here on the chat, I realize how many comments I miss sometimes. But, you know, it is great that you also interact a lot in the chat, because it helps a lot. Makes me happy to see all the people interacting and asking questions, making comments. It's definitely the best part about this stream, about these streams. Just having the chance to interact with you guys. Two good hits. My mouse is doing weird things. Like, if you see the game lags for a moment, that's my mouse. It is in the game. Come on. They are gonna die, I believe. Well, not that one. But after being hit like 3 times with a 300, he isn't gonna survive for much longer. I can assure you that. Thank you, El Freaky. Just today, how many you killed? About 100, I believe. Or close to 100 so far. Hold up a second, am I counting? Oh my god, the diamond counter is increasing, so that means I was counting the kills on the diamond counter and not on the total counter. We should be 1151 kills in total. 13 diamonds, 1 rare and 1 great one so far. A lot of streamers don't read comments. and kick you when you are spamming. I'm glad you think I do a good job at that. Big Rocky Muscle. Means a lot to hear you say that. Thank you very much. And, streaming, I want to get very good at it. Because when it comes to growing the channel, I think getting good at streaming will be very important. Because it'll let us, it'll make possible to go to other platforms, like Twitch and TikTok. By the way, I'm just restarting my mouse, since it sort of lags whenever I look around. And I'm not sure of what is causing it. It may be the chip, because it is wireless. So not sure. Yeah, I'll have to tweak some settings and see if that improves anything. Bro mocks all the other streamers. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm friends with many other streamers. A lot of great people in this community, so it is great that you guys have plenty of good creators to watch. Like Chopper, Bajabrock. Now some new streamers. It is great. I think the Call of the Wild content creation space is in very good hands. We just need more content. We just need exciting content, something that actually gets people continue playing the game for longer than, for example, a weapon pack. We need Africa 2.0. That will be huge. As a content creator, being able to stream something like Africa 2.0, that would be a dream. Maybe it's too far away. You may be right, Non-Human. Because, now I live on a different city and my setup is different on this place. So maybe it's a bit farther than how far it was on my other setup. I'll have to change it and see if it works better. Do you think Way of the Hunter 2 will hurt Call of the Wild? It may split the community if it gets good. Because there's only so much people that play hunting games. So it may split the community, may split the attention between the two games. But at the same time, having competition it is essential for anything. Competition is healthy. So that would inspire the Call of the Wild developers to get better and to add more interesting stuff to the game, which would be beneficial for sure. And ultimately, it would benefit us all. Come on, Mule Deer, just die. 3 hits on that Mule Deer and he's barely dying. So I don't think it's gonna hurt Call of the Wild. Maybe only on the short term. Because ultimately, Avalanche Studios is a much bigger company. Or at least that development team. And they can counter anything Way of the Hunter 2 does. If they actually put in the work. That's the thing. Because if they get too comfortable and they stop adding exciting stuff, then it could become a problem for sure. Just killed a Tough Dog Diamond 30 seconds ago. Congratulations, Toby. Love to see people hunting dogs. They are really fun. Bible follow there. Nice, El Freaky. 200.29. That is a great addition to the lodge, brother. Congratulations. Healthy competition is always good for any business. You are very right about that. And, honestly, Call of the Wild has barely had any competition during the last years. There have been other hunting games, including Way of the Hunter 2, Ultimate Hunting. but every single attempt at competing with Call of the Wild so far has fall short. Every single attempt hasn't been great. Sounds good, non-human. It was great to see you today. Thank you for joining us. And I hope you have a very good rest of your night or day, depending on where you are. See you later, brother. I am friends with Jets Gaming and Kraken Player. We talk a lot in stream. Nice, Big Rocky Muscle. Yeah, I've seen Jets Gaming. He streams very often. He also makes videos. And I think he has a lot of potential, you know? I don't know Kraken. I guess he's another newer creator. There was a mail that I just spotted. Right there. Got hit. What is your favorite grade 1 variations for any species? So, well, for example, for the moose, I really like the Fable Speckled, I think it's called. I love the Fable Dashen for the moose as well. I love the Fable Chestnut for the black bear. I think I'm missing one. For the Mule Deer, I love the Fable Moonmark. Beautiful fur. So I wouldn't say I have a favorite variation, talking about the fur types. But I do have a few that I like more than the others. Also, the Fable Milky Way for the Mule Deer is beautiful. But what about you? Do you have a favorite variation? Any new features you would add to the game? I would start with, well, talking about features, I would start with giving us the chance or giving us the option to use the headlamp inside the camera mode. Because inside the camera mode, sure, during the day there's no issue, but during the night, like, it is impossible to get a good picture since we cannot use any light source to light up things or to light things up. So being able to use a headlamp inside the camera mode would be great, and I think it's a must, because it is stupid to not be able to take good pictures at night. And another feature I would add is the option to customize our lodges in more ways. Like, oh, that is a level 5. I think it's gonna troll, but nice to see another level 5. You know, I would love to be able to change the position of our placing platforms however we want it. That would be a great addition. I would love to be able to, you know, change maybe the color of the walls inside the lodges. And just have more freedom to customize our lodges. And then if we talk about DLCs, like just new additions, trail cams could be nice. Like trail cams, more kinds of feeders. What else? I would add better night vision binoculars, because the current ones suck. Beautiful hard shot on that level 5. Hopefully he'll make it. Opinion on Mountain Dew Code Red. I've tried it, I think only once, Big Rocky Muscle, whenever I went to the US, because we don't have that here in Mexico. And yeah, I had it. I think it was probably on California. To be completely honest, I'm not a fan of the Mountain Dew. Not even about the classic one. I think it tastes very artificial. And I tried the Code Red. It was rather mediocre. To be completely honest. Oh my god, that is another level 5. We just spawned 2 level 5s on the same run. And I am pretty sure that one is gonna make it as well. What is going on? Is that... No, I think that's actually a guaranteed diamond. I may be wrong though. We're gonna claim this one first, which has the track that usually trolls us. It is over there. I think it's floated. Man, I thought you were chill. Yeah, I have to be honest, not a fan of that soda, brother. Here we have it. No way, I think we're gonna get... Ooh, 312.89. Finally, a Mule Deer with this rack that doesn't troll us. What a miracle. 196.02 kilos, that's light. First time we don't get trolled by this rack. That makes me happy. We're gonna increase the counter right here. That puts us at 14 diamonds after 1155 kills. And there's a second level 5 on the same lake. Let's see who was closer. El Freaky said 319. Appalachian said 289.4. He was far. But then, another diamond, not too bad. Hair management is kicking on, right? The hair management is starting to work wonders. Who knows? I feel we're gonna spawn a great one soon. Maybe very soon. Good hit. We call it pop or soda pop. I see, Big Rocky Muscle. So do you only call it pop or to that soda in particular? Guys, I am tempted to attempt the same shot we pushed earlier on this guy. The 300-meter shot with the Rhino, although he's already leaving the zone because the drink time is over. Which means we'll have to go for the shot right here using the Malmer. Alright, we're gonna zero for 150. That is a really big Mule Deer. I think it's definitely gonna make it. I will be surprised if he doesn't. And that should be double long. Perfect. Another kill. And hopefully another diamond. I see, Big Rocky Muscle. Remember, last time we started spawning diamonds, bro. Yeah, the last time we started spawning as many diamonds as we're spawning right now, it was right before spawning the great one, guys. Like, right before spawning the great one, we found like 5 level 5s in a span of an hour or 50 minutes. 2 of them trolled and 3 made it. $319.32. El Freaky, you gotta win this one. 318.7. Hello, Evil Waves. Welcome to the stream, man. Hopefully you are doing good. Great one is coming. Maybe. Just 1 subscriber away from reaching our goal, guys. 31,634 subscribers. Just 1 more. I am still live, King Crab, yeah? This is gonna be a long stream. And we're about to claim this diamond. Liam says 322.87. Sounds good, Big Rocky Muscle. I'll check that out in a minute after the stream. Ooh, 322.76. Liam, you nailed it. You nailed it. Like almost on the dot. That's crazy. That is a beautiful looking mule deer. Look. 199.26 kilo. Not too not too heavy. Damn. That puts us at 15 diamonds. The diamond rate is going crazy, eh? Still one grade one though. Maybe we'll have to get 20 diamonds before the second grade one. W Liam for that, absolutely. He nailed it. Alright guys, we're gonna go to the main menu and change the time. Yeah, Liam is very knowledgeable about mule deer, from what I can see. That guy is big, level 3. Right, keep pulling the recurve out. That should do it, it did. You know, now around this time is when the chat gets wild because it is too late. So extra mod ice now. Well, the chat has been incredibly chill tonight, to be completely honest. Like, I don't remember a single time where we've had problems inside the chat, you know? By the way, we just reached our sub goal. 31,635 subscribers. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much to everyone that just subscribed to the channel. It helps a lot. So we're gonna increase it to 31,645. Let's see, 31,645. We are pushing towards 32,000. Thank you very much, guys. It always makes me happy to see people subscribing. So if you aren't subscribed to the channel, make sure to consider it. It's completely free. That is a level 3. Plenty of response. Nice to see. Alright, I'm just gonna change the recurve to the slot number 4. Good hit. Good hit. Good. And we're gonna reload. We didn't spook that one, fortunately. Good. Perfect. All right. Compared to Morin in official, this is my chill zone. Yeah, this is very chill. Like, I am pretty sure I will be able to even mod the chat myself whenever it is necessary. Because I can still you know, delete comments and everything, even while streaming, since it doesn't happen often. Now, if it was happening every minute or something like that, that would be a completely different story. And you are very right about this community being the best, King Crab. Yeah, we are very lucky to have such a good community. A lot of great people on our chat and on Discord and on our comment section. It is great to see. $75 grade 1 diamond or grade 1. Hold on a second. Never mind. Your first grade 1 follow tier took you 6,615 kills. Damn, that was a long grind. Nothing remarkable on this lake. Time to go to our exteriors right here. The lagging pronghorn. I miss your message. It is your brother's birthday. Say happy birthday to your brother. Hopefully he's been having an amazing day today. And unfortunately I cannot sing happy birthday. My singing is terrible. Alright, $2. No, $3. Come on. Let's drop at least 2. Good. Or should be good. Maybe it wasn't. Let's fast travel here. But not before shooting whatever is there. There's only a female. Alright. So far I am at 11,824 kills, 258 diamonds, 54 rares, too many trolls to count, no super or grade 1 yet into follow there. That's insane, Liam. Like, that's one of the craziest grinds, or one of the craziest follow grinds I've ever heard of. It is taking you insanely long. Oh my god, that was a crazy shot. Damn. So the herd was there. They were hiding. Follow tier is no good for me. Second was 2,864 and the third one was it hasn't spawned after 1,300 kills. So yeah, it's taking you a bit long. But then you heard about Liam's grind and suddenly it doesn't sound as bad. Sounds good, King Crab. Yeah, go get something to eat. What is my go-to breakfast? My go-to breakfast. I normally... What do you call them? Ooh, we're about to die right here. Also by a female. These females love to hate us. They truly hate us. But my go-to breakfast is eggs. Like scrambled eggs with bacon. That is possibly my most common breakfast. Hello Cash, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing good. Gonna go here now. Yeah, eggs are very solid, such an easy breakfast. Very nutritious. For a moment I thought that was a level 5. It is a level 4. I saw a huge rack. Oh my god, it is a level 4 tall rack. That's a beautiful looking mule deer. Why can we not get a level 5 with that rack? But man, they are fleeing. Nice hit. Hey Cash, please stop spamming the chat. It isn't needed. That is happening on the vertical stream, by the way. Favorite animal? My favorite animal in the game? I'm gonna say Willow Ptarmigan. Big rocky muzzle. Willow Ptarmigan, you know how much I love hunting birds, and the Willow Ptarmigan is still my favorite game on the bird on this game. Even though they removed my boy, the red Willow Ptarmigan. Oh, that was such a cool plumage. Can you sing happy birthday for my brother? He's watching. Oh, well, wish happy birthday to your brother on my part. You know, hopefully he's been having an amazing day, and you know, I hope he has many more birthdays in the future. Glad he enjoys watching my content. Unfortunately, I cannot sing because of my voice condition. Yeah, King Crab, you are more needed on that shot compared to the horizontal one. That is a nice level 4. Level 4. Alright. We can kill that one before he goes too far. Maybe not. That was not a good hit. And now the other one. Ooh, we dropped it. Beautiful. Hey, Chopper. Nice to see you, man. Well, you'll be a great mod. You'll be an amazing mod to have, that's for sure. So, you know, I'm gonna take your word and make you a mod right here. You know, just in case you join us while we're being invaded by spammers or something like that. But thank you for offering your help, man. It means a lot, and I hope you are doing good. It is nice to see you today. Fallow Deer, American Widgeon, Barrow's Goldeneye, Northern Shoveler. So what is that lineup for? Oh, in real life? Your favorite animals in real life, Big Rocky Muzzle? That makes sense. Mine is Wood Dog. Wood Dogs are beautiful. Wood Dogs are beautiful, and I would love to see them in real life. Look at how many solos there are there. That one is behind a female. Tell me that was a good hit. It wasn't. We have another chance to drop it though. Come on. Hey, Oscar Pinelli, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. I hope you are doing good. Nice to see you today. Make sure to type W in the chat for Oscar Pinelli. And thank you, Chopper. Thank you. You'll be a great mod. And I'll shoot you a message whenever we're... Oh my god, that's a huge level 4. 310.11. Damn, and I shot it with a 300. Imagine how lame it would have been if it was a diamond. He's even heavier than our last level 5 diamond that had the same rack, which is interesting. Damn. Because you may remember, we got a diamond with the same rack, and it was 196 point something. It's pretty crazy. Man, it would have been devastating if that was a diamond, because I was saying, one time it happened to me with a level 2 Mule Deer that I also shot with a 300, not knowing it was gonna make diamond, and that would have English is hard sometimes. It would have also been my first level 2 diamond Mule Deer, and I botched it by accident. Damn. So there are 2 more bugs. No, we shot 3 right here. Some nice racks. 286.03. YouTube is hiding the chat once again, as always. Alright, finally. Oh, I was just saying, you know, I'm gonna shoot you a message whenever we get invaded by the spammers or something like that, you know? Which is never gonna happen. Chopper, come save us. There are 10 spammers at once. Imagine that. But this chat is so chill, like, we are saying, the Call of the Wild community overall has to be one of the chillest communities on the entire game. Because you enter any stream, like I've watched your streams, like I've watched a lot of other content creators' live streams, and there's barely any issues. Like there's barely any problems in the chat. Ever. And then you go to other games, and the mods are always doing something. Like they are always telling someone to stop spamming or to stop saying bad words, banning people. But I feel that is very rare on the Call of the Wild community. They just drive the chat rate up. You are so right about that. Yeah, we should let them. Three more kills. Beautiful. You also watched a level 2 Mule Deer. That sucks, Neyre. It can be hard to tell which one is gonna make and which one won, because they all look the same. That one went out of render. You have about 20 to 25 mods. Damn, that's a lot. Yeah, you got a nice community right there, Chopper. I've seen a lot of trustworthy people, which is really valuable. So that is a level 3 Mule Deer. Oh yeah, and for the person that was saying that was $200 and I didn't care, yeah, it's not USD. I mean, it's still like great money and a great super chat, but yeah, 200 USD, that would be a completely different story. And yeah, of course, like that. Yeah, I completely get what you mean. No more respawns over that side of the lake. Yeah, we have about 6 mods at the moment. And you've known most of them for over 2 years. Yeah, that makes them very trustworthy for sure. And yeah, the next search party, that'll be great, Chopper. So you invited I buy premiums. I think he'll be a great addition. Next Saturday after the next one. I see. So is there gonna be a search party next Saturday? Still. Time to go to this other lake. And after checking this one, I think it is time to conclude the stream, guys. We've been streaming for roughly 3 hours, if I'm not mistaken. So I think it's time to call it. Come on, is the herd not here? Yeah, I don't think the herd is here. Glad you enjoyed it, Big Rocky Muscle. It's been a lot of fun today. Lots of diamonds. Not a great one, but can't complain. Hello, Prayer Call of the Wild. Thank you for joining us today. Happy to see you. Thank you, Bailey. Glad you enjoyed it, and hopefully I get to see you next time. Thank you for joining us today. About time for SRP again. That'll be a great search party, Shopper. Plenty of trophies on that map. Okay, so Lady is still gonna be gone next Saturday, which means there won't be a search party next Saturday. I see. So it'll happen on 2 weeks then. Alright, I'll be there. Great to hear you enjoyed it, Liam. It was nice to see you today. Max the Gamer, thank you for joining us. How are you doing? Can you tell us when you will stream? Well, guys, now that my voice is doing better and that I don't have a cold, I think it is time to come up with a stream schedule. And I'm gonna try to stream as often as possible. Like multiple times a week. So yeah, you know, I would expect, I don't think I'm gonna stream tomorrow because I'm gonna upload a video. But I think the next stream will be on Tuesday. Sounds good, Chopper. Have a good night, man. It was nice to see you today. And good luck at work tomorrow. Yeah, I also gotta go to rest very soon. It is 9:15 p.m. for me. Not super late. But normally I end up going to bed around, 10:30. Thank you, Andrew. Glad you enjoyed it. I'm doing very good. Prayer Call of the Wild. Just having fun here on Parque. Chill stream. Yeah, very chill stream. No second grade one. That is level 3. We didn't claim those 3. We're gonna go claim him in a bit. That is level 5. I think that's gonna make it, guys. Yeah, 277 to 338. Another level 5 to finish the stream. We're gonna sure it. Should I go for the 454 shot? Yeah, should I use the Rhino at 300 meters right here? Look, the last time we used the top of that thicker line at the bottom of the reticle, and we ended up hitting it way too low. So if we want to hit him on the longs this time, we'll have to definitely aim higher. But man, there's still a good chance we'll botch it, eh? There's still a good chance we'll botch it. Level 5 at the very end of the stream. And we're gonna take a very risky shot. Another Rhino, right? You were saying no balls earlier. Well, look at this. Look at this. Man, it is so far I cannot even spot it with the Rhino. Oh, I think it was also on the leg. Damn, I aimed way higher than the last time and it was still on the leg. Same story. Bro, I'm not gonna let it go too far this time. I'm just gonna fast travel there. That was ridiculous. Oh, it happened again. We hit him on the leg. Which means he isn't gonna die until we shot him twice. So he was right here. He's probably running this way. Good night, Max. It was nice to see you tonight. We broke his knee again. That's very right, King Crab. We did it. We did it twice. Alright. He's gonna survive, hopefully. Just gotta find the track. Maybe. But then we aimed significantly higher this time and still ended up hitting it on the leg. Yeah, I am Sergio Ramos, going for the knees, straight to the knee, every single time. Let's find the track. That's a blood trail. Come on, Mule Deer. Where are you? I think that's him, eh? He's fleeing. Just gonna chase it. And as soon as we have a chance, we're gonna shoot him on the trot. With the Malmer. Hello, Pandaman Hero, you are back. Welcome back. Unfortunately, we did the same shot we did earlier on another level 5 with the Rhino at 300 meters, and guess what? We hit him on the leg once again. As ridiculous as it sounds. And yeah, we just hit the sub goal once again. That's amazing. Yeah, it happened again, Pandaman Hero. And I know it sounds ridiculous. Just trying to chase it. Come on, Mule Deer. We want to go to sleep. You are making us chase you. Oh my god, he's going to the densest area on the entire map. Look at how many shrubs and bushes there are here. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he's making me want to leave him for the next stream, eh? What do you think, guys? Should we continue chasing it? Or would you like me to leave this guy for the next stream? And shoot the leg a third time? Just leave him. Yeah. Because this chase is gonna take long. A third time, yeah, we're gonna hit the lake a third time tomorrow. Get some rest. Yeah, I would say it is time to leave him, guys, because we're all tired, including me. And this chase is gonna be very tiring if we continue it. So yeah, we're gonna leave it. And we're gonna conclude the stream right here, guys. You know, I had a blast today, as always. It's always great to interact with you. It is, I would say, the best part about creating content. Like, sure, making videos is great, and seeing the comments in the videos is great, but streaming and getting to interact in real time, that's a completely different experience, guys. And I'm glad you are all doing well. Hopefully you can get some good rest or have a great day if you are on a different part of the world. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you'll have a very good day or night. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys. Have a good one.